I have been embracing chill time, pretty much. So yeah, I got back from Cozumel, had a couple of days in London, so had like a bit of Lloyd's work, a bit of catching up with people, and then yeah, I was back home. It's all right. Got Jack playing footsie in here. I've been back in the pool. Obviously can't afford to let my swimming get worse, so I've been trying to just keep the swimming going. Everything else I've kind of just been doing as I feel. So we've had some really nice, like that last week, like lost track of the weeks, but yeah, last week, which is when I was back home, we had some like amazing, like super cold weather, but sunny. So like was getting out on the bike a little bit, had like a day trip up to Edinburgh for Lloyd's work, and that was quite fun. Went to the like Christmas markets and had a little team meal. And then yeah, haven't really done a huge amount. Took the opportunity to visit my parents and at the weekend and get the Lake District snow, which was pretty amazing. Again, it was like clear blue skies, beautiful day. So that was really fun. And then yeah, other than that, I've been trying to investigate all the various things that might or might not have been contributing to various injuries. So I went and I had an MRI of my lumbar spine, hip and Achilles, just to again like kind of check if there's anything I should be worried about, check that the Achilles was actually just tendonitis and not anything else. And so yeah, some quite interesting results came back actually. So the Achilles is just tendonitis, which is good. Like I was marginally worried at times. I thought there might be some ankle stuff going on because it was not just reacting like a normal Achilles, but scan shows it's just Achilles, so that's quite easy. As in like it's quite straightforward to fix. Like I know what I need to do for that. The spine showed I've actually got a little bit of a disc bulge on my L5, which is compressing my S1 nerve a little bit, which kind of makes sense to some of the nervy symptoms I've had down my left leg. Again, like nothing major. It's not like oh, you need to really be careful of your back. It's the kind of thing that probably quite a lot of people have but don't really get symptoms from. So, but for me, it's potentially one of the things that may have contributed to my second calf strain that I had on the left leg, which was a bit weird when I was doing all the rehab for my right calf. But yeah, mainly for that, I just need to kind of work on all the muscles around it, which again, I think is just generally something good to know. Hip-wise, I've had this like tight left hip basically for like years. It's been one of those things that doesn't really ever affect me, but it never feels quite right. So I thought I'd take the time to get that scanned too. And yeah, nothing major going on there. Like I've got a little bit of sort of tendonitis going on around my glute minimus, like where that tendon attaches, and like a little bit of a bursa on my left hip. But again, it's all the kind of stuff that probably if you scanned most people, you would find a lot of this. Kind of explains, I guess, like the symptoms of like my hip feels a bit tight. So again, a lot of that is all, I had a good meeting with Dane in the gym and Lindsay, who's doing my physio now, on Monday to kind of talk through the gym program, because I think a lot of this stuff is just what else can I do in the gym to help, I guess, like have a really good, robust winter training to then take into next year to hopefully not be injured next year. So yeah, a lot of what we were talking about was trying to do some stuff around the hips to kind of strengthen, make sure I'm using the right kind of muscles, like a lot of stuff around posterior chain and how to engage that. And then similar kind of stuff around some of my stability. I think again with the my like lax ankles, need to kind of keep on top of that. So then like the other thing that was kind of coming out of my investigations, I've got a degree of hypermobility, which from a tendon perspective, like impacts your tendons because it makes them all a bit more lax. They basically, I think they're a little bit more prone to injury, which probably explains why I've had so many Achilles issues. So yeah, one of the things that I'm looking at from that is having some kind of Achilles program for post-race, because often my Achilles are flaring up when I've had a period of deloading post-race and then I start again. Whereas like tendons, like they kind of like consistent load. And I think especially when they're like a little bit more reactive like mine are. So I think when I'm doing the like post-race recovery, I'm just gonna have like a bit of it'll be like iso holds, it won't be running, it'll be just like static stuff I can do that's still not impacting my recovery, but is keeping the tendons kind of active and loaded. So yeah, that's the kind of main stuff I've been looking into. Swimming, the bane of my life. So swimming, I'm just trying to figure out at the moment what my best option is to like, again, just really try and progress it. I think I've made some quite good progress this year from how my stroke looks. Like, I can look at it in the video and I can be like, it looks better. I'm still not really swimming that much faster. So yeah, I'm basically looking at, is there like maybe a good sort of intensive camp I can go on to like really try and hone in on it? Or is there something else I can do? Because I think there's still something about having that like constant feedback of someone kind of there quite a lot to tell you what you're doing. And I think that's maybe something that's like, I think this year having some feedback has been better than what I had before. But I'm not sure. I think maybe I'm still at a point where I need more than like a video a week, potentially. But yeah, we'll see. I'm exploring a few different options to see what might work with that. But I think, like I said before, I need to sort the swim out. Otherwise I'm not going to get anywhere next year. So I'm not really going to start properly training again until January. To be honest, I'm just gonna, I'll keep swimming, like I said. Yeah, when it's nice, like today, I'll probably go out on the bike. But yeah, I'm not doing anything massively structured. Then January, it will be just getting back into, I guess, like routine, getting a bit of a base, like probably doing some high intensity bike stuff. Hopefully by that point I'll be running. So yeah, so it'll be like just getting a good run base. Yeah, like I said, I'm not going to be racing properly until like April, May probably. So I've got a good amount of time to build a good base. So hopefully trying to get away and waiting on a certain someone to decide their plan. Yeah, hoping to get away for a few days of skiing because the snow looks really good. So yeah, hoping to do that in the next couple of weeks before Christmas, which again will just be a nice bit of time off. And then yeah, I'll be at home in the lakes for Christmas with everyone. So it'll be quite hectic, but good. And it means I'll get to do a bit of, well, again, hopefully the plan is to be running by Christmas so I can do some running with my little brother.